Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at its 4. Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down goes DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Smith open.
Mahomes now to throw.
I see that.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes.
And Juju catches it.
Touchdown, Miami. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
That's what the game mode's on.
A 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
I'm going to go with 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers. I'll cover 2 show 4.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I need to get short.
1st down, Murray.
Whoa.
It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
That's fly ready. Play Ward. Spread him out. It's a run play.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
I'm trying to get some players. I started a new ultimate team from this account.
Now on 2nd and 13.
I don't know, the servers are down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I just started my PS4 and I got into
2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This complete to the tight end play. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss. Try to follow all this. They drop down the spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle have kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 59 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all.
And that's caught inside the 35. Dances by at the 20. And now running right through him. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Flush to his right. A throw taken in by Sims. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Off unit as they run up. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, That's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to do.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
A whole gameplay with no audio.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll roll him out right.
So fucking done.
He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
Bro, a whole...
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A whole gameplay with no audio. That makes so much sense.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Rolling to his left. And this is caught.
Oh, man, the legal touching.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Legal touching? Did he go out of bounds?
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
Did I get that?
Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No? What? The fuck?
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Rolling to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deion Sims.
I looked it up and it said it wasn't down. I mean, it said it was down, but I got on it. I don't know how.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Murray now.
I've seen that.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
4th and 5th. 4th and 5.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
No way!
He hits right, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Late the 7th overall pick back in 2015 by the Bears. Never really got off the ground in Chicago. Now, in his defense, his first 3 seasons were injury-plagued. Cliff Kingsbury said he has all the tools to be a dangerous player. He and the rest of the franchise really hoping a change of scenery will breathe new life into the play. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chris Claiborne. And he's able to get
I have
it
no
back
idea.
to the 41-yard line.
Turned on my PS4 because I seen on Twitter that the Ultimate Team was down.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned.
I just got on my PS4, turned it on, and it worked.
If you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty
I don't
darn
know,
good
because
quarterback
earlier it
along
wasn't
the
working
way who
for
threw a
me
lot of
either,
interceptions
but
early,
I just
learned
tried
from
it
them,
out.
became great later?
Who would that be?
Maybe one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
Wow, I've been through that ball. What is this game?
And he goes down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught just inside the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Hassan Reddick in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
That's a scary cat. Just an all black. That's a Mac. Dying my dreams. I don't believe. Oh, that's what everybody was talking about. So wait. Wow, that's what people are talking about. Them days. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got make it glow. It take a week to count it. Back in my dreams. Oh no. Running these stacks up. Running meals a week after. Back in my dreams. I never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. I don't know if I have a 63 overall Tyreek Hill. What power-ups? Power-ups are the #1 key to Ultimate Team. Because a lot of cheap cards here. 4,000. 16, Ed Reed, 16. Well, I don't need Ed Reed or Deion Sanders because I got both of them out power-up cards, so that'll be straight. Just got to upgrade in grind training. Michael Vick, 45,000 for anybody who wants that guy. I don't see Emmitt Smith. I'm looking for a Barry Sanders.
getting Rhodes. Dawkins.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay,
Marcus Allen. That's Dawkins. I need Dawkins. I'm gonna get Dawkins very soon.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might win it now. Go the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through.
Oh, they upgraded it.
So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks.
I'm gonna close it there. I'll be back on later. If you watch this video or live stream, subscribe.
I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on.